Israel is a terrorist organization.
What makes it a terrorist organization?
They're illegally occupying Palestine. They kick out the indigenous people who were living there, and they came from Europe and all other places to settle in a land that isn't theirs. They should go back to Europe.
Identify yourself.
Yeah, good for you. Good for you.
Okay, then.
Yeah, good for you.
You're cowards.
That's what I mean.
You're too old for us to talk to you.
Not again. Unfortunately, those adherents of 7th century savagery are gearing up for their odious Al-Quds Hate Fest march this Saturday in Toronto. Al-Quds Day is a scheme that was originally dreamt up by the Ayatollah Khomeini and the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps. It is packaged as a day to show solidarity for the Palestinian people. But it's really nothing more than an excuse to espouse hatred toward the state of Israel and Jews. It is a fake holiday for the Islamists, right up there with Kwanzaa and Festivus. Here's a clip of some of the hooligans who took part in the Toronto March last year.
Give me death! Give me death and give it right now!
Free Palestine!
Pardon me?
Free Palestine!
Take a picture of my nuts, left one and right one.
Somebody talking.
Are there voices in your head, sir?
Somebody talking.
Shut the f*** up, you keep your hands off it, you initiated. Shut the f*** up, loser.
If you're so into your cause, go to Palestine and show your support.
You're a piece of These are the Al-Quds people. These are the people that the cops are worried about calling pro-Hamas.
It was downright surreal. Indeed, there were calls for the genocide of the Jewish people, a blatant violation of Section 319 of the Criminal Code. And par for the course, the rank and file members of the Toronto Police Service stood idly by, doing absolutely nothing, just following orders, of course. And passers-by on Toronto's University Avenue that day were doing double takes because the sight outside the U.S. consulate was equal parts depressing and disgusting. And the sight likely prompted many Torontonians to ask, am I living in Toronto in the 21st century or Tehran circa 1979? But the question arises, why? Why is this anti-Jew hate fest being tolerated in our Dominion? The IRGC is now recognized, finally, by Canada as a terrorist group. So why is an IRGC organized hate fest still taking place on Canadian soil? It's baffling. And do you recall what Doug Ford said before he became premier? That under his watch, he would not allow this garbage to take place, at least not on the lawns of Queen's Park. Well, they don't call Dougie Flip-Flop Ford for nothing, because it is taking place under his watch. But again, why? Maybe because Ford, or more appropriately, Ford's handlers don't want to alienate the Islamist vote? Pathetic. Well, folks, Rebel News will have all hands on deck this Saturday, March 14th to cover this hateful disgrace. StopAlQudsDay.com. That's StopAlQudsDay.com. Do you agree with our position? If so, go online, sign our petition, and if you're able to, kindly make a donation so that we can recoup our expenses. My thanks in advance. Let's send a message to those in power that this hate fest has no place in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Well, folks, I don't know about you, but enough is enough already. I am sick and tired of seeing the streets in our great Dominion overcome by haters espousing anti-Semitism and anti-Israel rhetoric. And if you feel like I do, please go to StopAlQudsDay.com. That's StopAlQudsDay.com. Put your name on that petition and tell our elected representatives this garbage has to end now.